Hey guys, it's Crowicki and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a 2022 Toyota Camry XSE. This is the gas variant of the Camry. If you're looking for a review of the hybrid version, we're going to have one shortly. And if you're just interested in seeing what all the changes for the 2022 model year are, I'm going to leave a link to an earlier video that I did about just the 2022 changes in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started taking a look at this 2022 Camry Gas XSE. So this Camry XSE comes in two different engine choices. You can either get the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, which we have here today, or you can go for the V6. This 4-cylinder here that we have makes about 206 horsepower, whereas the V6 makes about 301. And this one that we're looking at here today does about 31 miles per gallon. And that 4-cylinder engine in this car is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. So no CVTs here with the Camry Gas. You're getting a traditional gear system, 8-speed automatic transmission. Starting off with the exterior here, we're gonna go to wheels and tires. You can see we have this 19-inch black alloy wheel. And last year, actually, Toyota changed the design of the XSE wheel. Previously, they had some silver spokes in the wheels. Now they're all black. And you can see that the tire is a 235/40/19. This 40 really is not a whole lot of sidewall. It kind of looks like you're riding on rubber bands. So, you know, this is a sportier car. So make sure that you have a fix-a-flat kit or a spare with you, because one nail with these tires and you're done. And since we're over here on the side of the car, let's talk about this dual tone right here. So this is one of Toyota's dual tone paints. You can see we have the wind chill pearl base, which is the pearl white. And then on the top we have a pearl black. I'm not exactly sure what the paint code is, but a lot of people online have seemed to think that this is actually a wrap just because of the way that this feels. This is actually paint, it's not a wrap. And so the way that they do this is they paint the whole car white first, and then they paint this black part. And so that's why it kind of feels like the black part is over the white. They're not really on the same level. If you ever go up to one of these and you rub your finger right over here where the dual tone splits, you'll notice that the black actually sits just a little bit higher than the white, and that's just because it's painted on top. Also over here on the side, you can see we have keyless entry on the front two doors. So with the key nearby, it's in my pocket right now, I'm gonna go ahead and touch the door handle. You can hear that car unlocks, and then to lock the car, just push on the two lines right here. Keyless entry over here. We also have blind spot monitor on these mirrors, and you can see that the mirrors are also kind of color matched with the dual tone. In the front here, we have an LED headlight and daytime running light. Camrys have no fog lights, but you can see that we do have kind of this same sporty looking pattern that we have for the front grille carried over right here to where the fog lights would be. And you can see also on this front, it's kind of got this almost like a honeycomb style, but it's like it's a sportier style than the LE and the XLE front grille. So it looks a little bit different than those. It's just a sportier front end over here. And also in the front here, you can see that the hood, it does also have some body lines on it. So just right over here, here, and then the same thing for the right side, one right here, and another one over here. It's kind of subtle, but it does give the car overall a little bit of a more sportier appearance. And speaking of sporty appearances, check out these quad exhaust tips in the back here. What you may not know is that one on each side is actually fake. So if we go over underneath the car, you can see that one of the tips don't actually connect to the muffler. Only one of them does. And so there's two mufflers, one on each side. It is a dual exhaust, but the quad tips are actually fake. The SE and XSE get a couple of other small touches here in the back. You can see this rear splitter right here. It's a little bit different than just the plastic line that goes across the LE and XLE. We also have a small little spoiler. Usually this is color matched to the body of the car, but because we have a dual tone here, it's gonna be an accent to the black top. And also just right here to the side of these taillights, we have kind of this little plastic drop down to give it more of a sporty appearance. The SEs and the XSEs have that. The back also seems to spell out Camry, spread out, instead of being all close together on one side of the car like some of the previous Camrys used to be. Let's go ahead and move inside, where we're greeted with this beautiful red interior. This red interior is actually real leather. So unlike a lot of the other Toyotas that use the Softex leather, this leather, if I come up close to it, may be hard to tell, but it's actually real leather. So this screen was actually changed in 2021, not 2022. So this is the second year that we're seeing this screen come back. The previous Camrys used to kind of have the screen built in to this dash. This new one stands up a little bit, This is a 9-inch touchscreen that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Both of those are wired, which you can plug in right here to the USB. There is also wireless phone charging just right next to that, and a 12-volt power outlet. Just above that, there is dual zone climate control, which is now standard actually on all Camrys except for the TRD. Just below all of that, we have our shifter. And besides that, there are 3 different drive modes: Eco, Normal, Sport. There's a brake hold feature, electronic parking brake, and heated seats for this one. Ventilated seats are actually optional on this car. That comes with the driver assist package. So there's a couple of other optional things that you can get on this car, like a heads-up display, the 360 cameras. Those are all optional. Over on the passenger side, you can see the red stitching, and the red leather continues over onto the door card. Also just over here above the glove box, which is just right there. We also get this kind of cool looking pattern right here that blends into the center console. Just above all that, we have our rear view mirror, which does have home link, and it is auto dimming as well. Just above all that, we do have our controls for the sunroof and our lights. And speaking of that sunroof, it is the panoramic glass sunroof. Over to the left side of the driver's seat, you can see there are automatic high beams. This car does have TSS 2.5 plus, so it has all the pre-collision system, pedestrian detection, lane trace assist, dynamic radar cruise control. All the safety features are here. We do have traction off just right next to that. Button to open up the trunk, the gas lid as well. Also in the front here, we have a little storage pocket. You can keep a couple things there. And we do have power seats as well with lumbar support. What's really cool is that these center gauges light up red. And also we have a 7-inch multi-information display, so you can see all sorts of stuff like the song that's playing, how fast you're going, your fuel economy. All of that's going to be on this nice big screen right here. And on the steering wheel, we have controls for just about everything that you can need. You can skip songs, change the volume, set your cruise control, and all sorts of other functions. Another really cool thing in the interior here is that you can actually push away the wireless charger. If you don't want to use it, you can get a little bit of extra storage down there also. And speaking of storage, you can see we have a little bit of storage on these door cards. And in the center console, it's a pretty decent size. There are some USBs here, including a USB-C port as well. Let's check this area out. Pretty huge area back here. We do have also our floor mats in the back. We already have one of the rubber ones installed. There is a donut-sized spare tire underneath. And if you want to fold down the seats, you're going to pull on these just right here, left and right. And then if we head back to the back seats now, the seats should fold down pretty easily. Just pull them back and you'll get that pass through. Speaking about the back seats, we do have some air vents back here, but no USBs. There are some pockets behind the front seats, and there's a little area right here for the cup holders. What's really interesting is that the seats here kind of have the same exact design as the front seats. Even though these aren't heated or ventilated, they still have that same kind of pattern to them. So that's going to do it for the overview of this 2022 Toyota Camry XSE. Stay tuned, we're going to have a hybrid variant of this car coming out very soon. And also stay tuned to the channel, we're going to have a lot more 2022 Toyotas on the way. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Comment if you have any suggestions or tips or things that I can improve on. And I will see you all next time. Bye.